am fabulous today. So welcome back, guys. Today we are going to learn how to do bronze. I need to cover my shame. And one of the first things I'm going to do, actually, is come down to my garden. I'm going to pick some small yummies. So when you're smithing, when you're first starting out, it's probably a good idea to get 6 bowls and 6 plates to start with. You're going to want some flat rocks, at least 3, and a round stone. That's going to help you. Now, if you've noticed, I am letting my pips go down because I don't want to be disturbed by hunger in the middle of doing all of this. Oops, I have a tomato in here. And what I've gathered is just everything in my garden and what I grabbed on the way by, which was a banana. So I have my green beans, a banana, corn, the pepper, a carrot, a tomato, 2 berries in a bowl because we're going to pick one up by right-clicking and eat it that way, and then we're going to eat the other one through the bowl. We have an onion, a garlic, and a cucumber. Now, if that doesn't fill me up, I'm going to grab a piece of bread too. These are all really small foods, and you're going to see how they stack up here in our food meter and our extras. We've got a spare basket. I'm going to show you right quick what to look for. So this is one of the ingredients, which is a calamine. And now we need to find a little blue guy. Oh, there's another yum I can grab right there. Yes, I know it's going off. I can hear it. There's the blue guy. And actually, I spotted a niter on my way to my camp. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in a few minutes. So the pips are almost all the way down where I want them. I'm going to make some neat piles over here. One more pip down. Okay, so I'm going to start with the grape, the green bean, the banana, and we're going to have some corn, a pepper, carrot, little tomato, and each of these guys. And I have 1 pip left, so I'm going to eat that. So that's given me 46 extra to move around with. I'm going to go hunting. But first things first, I'm going to show you that niter. And it is for TNT, which you do need for mines when you go to upgrade them. Upgrading is very important if you want to get more iron, that is. There it is. It's very hard to spot if you don't know what you're looking for. It looks a lot like the calamine. We're just going to stick that right there. Okay, so the only thing you guys missed, I went and got a few piles of each, the malachite and the calamine. So we still only have that 1 niter. I didn't find any more. I prepped my area to get ready, which was basically I took the coal that had been making. I have 4 stacks of coal here, 1 in there, and the tinder in here. I brought some shafts up here because you're going to need them, and I made a few extra tinder. So now what we need to do in preparation, oh, I also brought some more small foods up here just in case. I'm going to stack out my bowls. That's fine where it is. And each of these, I'm going to do 4 and 4. I'll do 3 and 3. Make it nice and easy here. I did that. Each of these is going to get a piece of coal, and you just go up and you left click. It only seems complicated until you start doing it a couple times. And I'm covering each of those bowls with a plate. I forgot one. Right clicking to pick up the plates. So now I'm ready to fire up everything. This is going to be a little bit of a slow process, but perseverance. Oops, I forgot I had the leaf in my hand. Here we go. Immediately cover that up. Because you're going to need coal continuously. This guy's all loud. And I'm picking them up with left, dropping them with right. Left click, right click. Left click, right click. And that's all you do there for this one. And then I'm going to right click and take off all the tops. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And then I'm going to stack up the ingots. Ingots are made from the malachite. And copper ingots are made from the calamine. You have to keep your fire going. It's very important. And I'm going to right click that, left click this, left click that. Put another bit of tinder in here. We're going to light it up again. And so we need a piece of coal for each ingot. Well, 3. We need 3 pieces of coal. And our round stone. 1, 2, 3. And then we need to put our ingots back in after we crush the coal. This needs to be going constantly because we need a lot of coal for this process. No, you don't. The fire wants to go out. So we put a lid on those 3 bowls we just made. And we make a space for the bronze that comes out. We are ready to make bronze now. Fire this up. Right click to switch. Left, right, sorry. Left, right. So we've made our ingots. And there, it wasn't ready. And congratulations, we now have bronze. So the first thing that we need to do is make a hammer. And to do that, hold on, I'm setting up stuff. It's hard to talk and think what I need to do, each of the steps that I have to do each time. Here you're still lit. Come here, you. Alright, so the next step that we need to do is, this is going to be a waste of coal, it actually hurts my soul, is we're going to left, left, left. Those are the clicks. And then you take the rock and you hit it once. You're going to come over here, take one, and you're going to smack it into a small shaft. And then you're going to pick this up, it's cooled off, and congratulations, you've made your first hammer. Now we no longer need the rock for now. So we're just going to repeat the processes that I just showed you to make the bars. I'm going to go over it one more time. Whoosh! This is so movement intense, you have to stay on top of stuff. I'm going to move the rocks over. I don't need them right now. Now you see why I got so much tinder. I'm going to lay these guys out one more time. And you also see why I ate as much as I did. Calamine in each bowl. Those 3. And then some malachite in a bowl. And they each get their own bowl. And as you see, I'm already starting to get hungry a little bit. Woo! Out of coal. So what I'm going to do, because I need coal for this next step, I'm going to need 3, remember? Whoosh! This is keeping me running. And now I need to put a plate on each of these guys. Even taking it slow, I'm hopping pretty good. So now we're ready to light it up. And right click for that. Left, right, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right. Right click. It didn't want to do it for me for a second. Right click, left click, right click. So, gonna take a moment to make more tinder because we have to keep that fire going. Okay, so this is done. I can move it over. Make some more. Now it's time to take all of the plates off. So if you ever watch a smithy working, you will notice how fast they're going. They're going usually such an insane speed that it's hard to imagine that they're actually controlling what they're doing or even can tell what they're doing. It's a lot of muscle memory for some of them. I can move these three out of the way. I'm gonna move this up here. Oh, well, I can't. I have to smash each. It is time to Becky smash. I did say we weren't going to need this again, and I absolutely fibbed to you. Sorry. Nope, I saw you go out. You're not allowed to go out. Come here. We need a fire constantly. This is why it comes in handy sometimes to be in a larger community, because you can get help from other people to do stuff like that. So we're ready to cover these guys again. Make the second set of bronze bars. And this time we will not be having to make a hammer, because we have one. So what I'm going to do is take advantage of the fire while I have it by making this. And I gotta zoom in to show you guys. We're going to make an axe. That's the first smack. That is what an axe makes. And we're going to make a shovel. Those are the very first two tools you want to make. There's the shovel. It did take a few rotations to go through. While I have the fire going, though, I'm going to make a few more tools. And here we go. It takes a lot to get your first set of tools up and going. It's just a lot of legwork and staying on top of stuff and not dying of starvation. So we have our very first tool axe. I'm going to set that over here, and our very first shovel. I'm going to take a moment to eat. It's a meh. Don't want that. Garlic. I got a wild pepper. And I'm going to eat this. I'm going to eat the cooked rabbit or this. They're the same. I'm going to eat the cooked rabbit. And I'm going to stick this guy in my backpack just because I don't want him there. So we have a secondary set of bars. Near you. Woo. This is some movement, guys. So the next thing we're gonna make is an adze. I want to make a fro too and blade, but I'm gonna have to make other things first because I have to make a chisel and a file, but you have to also kill a goose. So let's go ahead and do our adze and our fro. Head, that is a hoe. That's a chisel. That's an adze head. I'm not terribly familiar with the bronze tools yet, so we need to make a fro. There is our fro. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do for now because one, I'm out of tinder, and two, we need to make a chisel and a file, and we need a goose. So now, this is what the shafts were for. And what they're going to do is come in super handy for this right here. Oops. You get 2 from that, but you can also do this. We're going to set this over here because we're going to need that in a bit. All I want to do is clean up my forge area because, good God, I need the space. As you can see, it gets crowded really quickly when you start to do industrial type of sized work, which just means larger scale. I'm not doing things on a tiny scale. I'm going to use this and dig these guys up. And let's see, I'm trying to think of the most industrial way to do this. So now I have a little bit more room around my workshop, which I'm very grateful for. And now we need a couple more branches for the fro and the adze. And while these do stack as is, you can't carry them. The best way to carry them is to take the branches off, put 2 in a pile, and do this with them. Okay, so we want them to be smaller. Right click, click. Let's do it that way. I think that needs a larger branch. That does. Okay. Well, that was my mistake. Dude, here we go. So we can move this down here because we don't need those right now. And I'm just going to set this over here. I'll use it later for something. We need a lot more of these guys, but first, like I said, we need to get a goose these over because I'm going to start making more. I'm going to show you guys another tool that you can do early on, and that is your bows and arrows. Okay, so to make your arrows, guys, what you're going to want is a rope. You know what? I never did. I never marked my home marker. It's always important, and I always forget it. So you want rope and a yew tree, which is this guy right here. This guy. You're going to set it down. You're going to trim it. Put your rope on there. Alright, so that's a bow, and what we need to make a arrow, we need string. And little sticks. So these little sticks here, I'm gonna grab 1, and I'm gonna go get some milkweed. So I got my milkweed, and I tied it to my stick. I'm gonna go find a goose, scare it by taking the egg off and then goosing it. I need to name you. So we're gonna take our goose feather, we're gonna put it down, run and get our flint knife, and I'm going to left click on the feather, take the arrows out, and I'm gonna take the arrow out and put it on there. That makes a headless arrow. What I need is a flint chip here. I'm gonna put that down, and I'm gonna take out my sharp stone and smack it, and that makes an arrowhead. There we go. There we have an arrow and a bow, and we're gonna go find a goose. Maybe one we don't particularly care about. Let's go find one that wants to hang out with all the boars, okay? Here we go. We have a loner out here. So he obviously must have done something to make the others mad. He's all by himself. You're just gonna left click him and put this in my backpack, and I'm gonna hang that on the outside. I'm gonna take my goose back. I'm going to go all the way up to the forge with this guy because I've been letting the fire die out. So hopefully it's coals by now. It is. So we're gonna take our flint knife. We're gonna skin him. We're gonna take this stick, skewer him, cook him over the coals. That's all we need to do with the goose right now, but I want to move him closer over here because I'm going to need him for something. So before my coals go out, I need to stoke the fire. Go. Move that over there. I'm going to put my bow and arrow down because I don't need it anymore, and I really don't care to have them on me. I'm going to get some more coals going because that is going to be heated constantly. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna light my fire again. Grab some bronze. Set that down there. And I want to make a chisel. That's a chisel. And now I want to make, well, I don't know if I did that. I want to make a blade blank. There we go. And make a file now. Ooh, that was timing. So now I'm making a file. The chisel adds fro, and there's the file. So that's cool. I can put that down. That's cooled. I can put this over here. And there. This is cooled. Now what I need to do with this is take this goose, touch it to that, and it makes it a oiled bronze file. Put this chisel on there. Oops, I hit it with
ding ding ding.
smithing hammer. Take that off. Now you can take the file, touch it to that once, and now you have made a bone saw. So we need to go get another straight branch from over here. Get a little one, a handle for it, and there you go. What this is going to allow us to do can make discs now. We're going to take another one. We're going to go get our, there it is, our adze. We're going to hit it to get a mallet. Mallets become very useful for a variety of things. Alright, now we're going to go and we're going to get our crow and put it on the log and smack it. So what we just did is a kit for making a bucket so we can hold more water. I need a lot more string than I have, which brings us to what we're going to be doing next. So you've got the basics of smithing. The only other thing that I would really suggest that you make, which I'm going to show you right now, is a pick. So our last bar, what I'm going to make out of it is a pick. Yeah, no, I went really fast, but there's the pick. You need one more straight branch for that, which we're going to get. And then I'm going to let all that die out because we don't really need it right now. So I'll be back. I'm going to go and get some strings, not some strings. I'm going to go get some rope. No, I am very tempted to catch that horse and just walk him over to my biome. No, I don't see why I can't. You know, why not? Let's get ourselves a horse. So you take 2 rope, put them together, and then you walk up and you touch a horse. The white ones are always going to be in this light grassy, the flower biome, and the black ones are always going to be in the desert. But he was teasing me, so I figured why not. So now that I have him here, I want to let him loose in my grass biome. And I have a small one here, and he should not go far now. Yes, he'll stay in the flower biome. I'm going to take this rope, and I'm breaking it apart by touching it with my flint knife. And right-clicking will separate them. And I got 3 pieces because I want to make a bucket. And then I'm going to grab my adze, and I'm going to take these 2 straight shafts here that I have put together, and I made a fence kit. So what I'm going to do is put that together, and that's a stanchion kit. I'm going to take this last thing right here that I have, this last butt log. This is actually called a butt log, and I'm going to make more boards out of it with my fro. And I take this, go, and I need a curved shaft from the poplar tree. I can find one. So with the curved shaft, I'm going to hit it once. I'm going to get one of my 2 ropes, just like we're going to make a bow drill, the little stick. But I'm going to get a flint chip this time. And then I'm going to hit it again like I'm making an arrowhead. I'm going to put that right there, and it becomes a flint tip bow drill. This is how you make wheels. So I'm going to set that down there. I'm going to take this string, this rope that I have left, I'm going to use it on the boards. It makes a box. I'm going to put that on there, and it makes a really, really crappy cart. As you can see, it's really slow. It's a wooden sledge. Put these 2 guys well, I can't put those together. They may have changed it to where you actually have to. There we go. And now I have a 2-wheeled cart, which is a little faster. I'm going to put my stanchion kit inside. And I'm going to come and get my pickaxe. Ideally, you always want to go out with at least 3 pickaxes when you have the bronze. And you're tapping a mine for the first time. So, smack. That's what a mine looks like. And then you're going to take your stanchion kit, because if you click on it and open your crafting guide, it tells you you need a stanchion kit to make it a stable mine shaft. So I'm going to do that. This out of the way, and now you can use your pickaxe on it. The noise is just amazing. So immediately I'm getting a copper ore. This is going to make smithing copper easy. It's going to remove one of the steps. I have an iron, copper. Believe it or not, you can go through a whole lot of limestone. And you're going to get a lot of limestone, and you're going to go through probably all of it if you have a lot of building ideas and it turns out you like to build. You can continue making bronze if you want to. The tools are not that great, and I want to upgrade to iron as fast as possible, and to do that you have to tap a mine as quick as you can. It's giving you materials to make bronze. And yep, there went I was about to say I'm about to run out of my axe, and I did. But I got a nice bit of iron out of that, and what I can do with that is make an iron pickaxe. Well, a steel pickaxe, sorry. So I'm going to take these guys, put them up here. So there's an extra step to working iron, and we'll get to that in the next one. There's one last thing I wanted to show you guys. And that's upgrading your farm area to a well. And you need 10 stone. It's very easy to get the stones. You just go to the mountain biome, or you can hunt around pretty much any biome, but the mountain biome is going to have the most bang for your buck when it comes to stones. The exception is possibly the frozen biome, the ice where all the seals were. And if you don't like dodging, that's going to be your best bet, because they're going to have no enemies inside the frozen biome. So we've got our stones. We're going to pile them up. I sadly think I got a piece of iron in there. I did. So we have 10 stones, and all you do is you take your shovel, and there you go. You have a well. You never have to bother the poor geese again to get the water. See? They're now off of the endangered pond list. And I did say I was going to show you guys how to make iron, but I think since we're getting to that point where thread is getting harder and harder to find, that we should move on to getting some sheep. And I'm going to show y'all how to make a drop spindle for the wool and some knitting needles to make your first set of upgraded clothing. And I might even go and play whack-a-mole with the seals and show you how to get one of the best coats in the game for warmth and stuff like that. But that's it for today, guys. It was intense. There was a lot of learning going on. I I hope it didn't go too fast for you guys, but unfortunately smithing is one of those where you gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Because you're dependent on how long that forge is gonna go for you. Coal is kind of time consuming to make, and you have to constantly be making it. It's not my favorite thing to do in game, but it's a necessity. So we are working on a slow progression so that you can learn how to do it and work up to it to your own speed. On the bonus side, I now have a goose. I shall name him Henriette. Alright guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and we'll see you later. Bye!